But I want you to hear his testimony, his incredible product testimony, what the products did for him. Make sure to take notes. So his name's Stuart Munro. Hey, Stuart, how are you, mate?
Oh, good. Thank you, James. Yourself?
No worries. Hey, now, mate, why don't you share your testimony with us?
Sure, no problems. Well, I guess I had a lot of joint issues from early age, from around about the age of 17, and it sort of stopped me doing a lot of things. I was on quite a range of pharmaceutical products. I was on chemotherapy drugs. I was on anti-inflammatories, popping Panadeine Forte like Tic Tacs, to the stage where I can't take codeine anymore because I'm now allergic to it. And my journey with Manatech probably started about 10 years ago. My mum was the one that first came across the products, and being someone who's my mother's just a very, like most mothers, I guess, always out for the best for their children. Wanted me to try it, but I flatly refused because I'd been down the natural path before, and I've always found nothing had ever worked. But being the good mother she was, she kept hounding me, so I decided I'd take the products just to keep her quiet. And I started taking the products. It was on the Core 4 back then. It wasn't the Core 5. And I was using the Ambritose complex. And I was taking a lot of it. I was basically having 3 tablespoons a day, once in the morning, lunch, and dinner time, and plus the other products, which was Plus, Catalyst, and AO. And it was probably around about the 7-month mark. Or just to give you a bit of an idea how bad it got, when my eldest was born, he's 12 now. I was actually that weak and that in that much pain. I couldn't physically nurse him. I couldn't hold him. Had trouble walking, all that sort of stuff. So life was pretty bad. I was pretty dark days actually for me personally. So, but around about the 7-month mark, I felt a big enough change in myself to confidently start backing off the drugs, and I basically backed myself right. I weaned myself right off the drugs, and to this day, I'm basically drug-free, pain-free, and I'm back. It's given my life back. I mean, I'm playing soccer again. I stopped playing soccer at age 16. Never thought I'd be able to play soccer again. And I've been back running around on the soccer field in the over 35 team for South Cardiff for the last 4 years. I snow ski. I love my snow skiing. I snow ski all around the world. That's probably one thing I didn't actually give up when I was bad. But if you could have seen me getting my boots on and things like that, I was basically all but passing out with the pain. But yeah, it's totally given my life back. It's just, I love it. It's awesome.
So, mate, tell us about that. Like, what was it like to the thought of a future of not being able to walk, not being able to get off the lounge or even out of bed? What? See, I want people to hear and feel what goes through a person.
Make me emotional, James.
I want you emotional, man. I want people to hear and understand what is going on in a person's heart that's going through that, because there's so many people like it.
I was ready to end it.
Wow.
That's as deep as it goes.
It doesn't get any deeper than that. So, buddy, what was it like? You know, someone came and what did they do? They gave you a CD to listen to, or what did they do? How did you hear about the product?
It was someone had a stall at the markets, and Mum came across them. She just made sense to us. It just made sense. So and she forced it onto me. Thank goodness.
Mate, mums are awesome, hey?
Love it a bit.
Your mum's wonderful, hey? Just, yeah. Now you got me crying, dude. Seriously.
I haven't done that for a while.
Hold on. No. Hold on a second, everyone. We'll be with you in just a moment. Just. You messed me up. It's your fault.
You should see me from my end.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. You know, oh, dear. So when your mum told you about these products, were you like apprehensive? Did you believe that they'd do anything, or you just?
Yeah,
said,
no, I was totally skeptical. I was one of the biggest skeptics because as I said before, I'd tried the natural things in the past and nothing had ever worked. It was just the only thing that was allowing me to get up and getting through some of the days was the cocktail of drugs that I was on, and it wasn't much of a life. And so just mum hounding me and finally cracked me. As I said, I took the products just to shut her up. And thank goodness I did.
Wow. So now, was it last year you went skiing in Japan?
Yeah. I've was actually this January skied in Japan. I've been over to Japan a few years now. But as far as running, it sort of wasn't until I started playing soccer again 4 years ago that I actually started running again properly. I probably could have run, but I was never game to really go flat out with running. But yeah, my skiing, I've skied all around the world. I've been to Japan a few years, 4 times now. But yeah, it's
you know, mate. So you came to my place last week. We had a bit of a boys' week. We worked. We did work. Just so everyone know.
We did.
Well, yes, I did. I know. Well, yes, I did go buy a car, and yes, I did have. Well, I had coffee with one of my daughters, and we hung out a little bit, and we did some stuff, and we ate lots of food, and had a couple of beers, and went fishing at the middle of the night. And I'm talking about the middle of the night, from 10 o'clock at night to 2 o'clock in the morning. We went fishing. We still made a lot of calls, and we still did a lot of training and worked on a bit of a strategy. Hey, Stu.
And we did. It was good.
What was it like to be able to, because it's because of the products that you're able to now go fishing, you know, because, you know, you've got your own boat, you hang out with the boys. What's that like?
Oh, I love it. I love the outdoors. I love fishing. I love camping. I love doing all that sort of stuff. I've been in the game fishing club at Lake Macquarie. Haven't been a member for a couple of years now, for other reasons. But I've been doing a fair bit of game fishing, and a lot of the time I was just making up numbers on the boat because I couldn't do anything. I just basically sat there because I was in too much pain to get up and do anything to help them out. But I enjoyed getting out there and being amongst it, even though I get chronically seasick. But, you know, some people have got...
That's hilarious. Hey, wait, to tell us, everyone's just so excited about your testimony. They're asking, what products, can you name them specifically, what products you take, okay, but what were the main ones you think helped you with the pain, okay, and also then with what you know, if there's anything extra you've added.
Well, originally it was the Core 4. So I was taking the Ambritose complex. As I was saying, I was taking a lot of that. So I was using basically a tablespoon 3 times a day. The Catalyst Plus and the AO. and I was using fish oil because we didn't have our omega-3 back then. So I was taking fish oil from another company. So I've been taking the Core 5 since the Core 5 came on. I don't take anywhere near the amount of Ambrotos that I used to take. But well, you saw me up there when I was with you, James. I basically use a Nutrivirus scoop. I have one of those heaps twice a day of Ambrotos complex, and the Catalyst Plus and the Omegas. And since
awesome,
and also Bounce Back.
Yep.
Never go without the Bounce Back. Since that's come on, I love that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that one. That's awesome, Stuart. Stewie, thank you, my friend. We will have another story from you soon, but it'll be the business side of things.
Absolutely.
I think you've messed us all up tonight. I think there's a few tears out there tonight.
Sorry, everyone.
Give us a little wave. give everyone a little. Everyone, give Stuart a bit of a wave if you got something from tonight. From what Stuart had to say. Look at everyone, mate. It's pretty cool, huh? You guys are awesome. Thanks, Stuart. Mate, that's a powerful story.